Hello, this is Dinah Lane from Harwich Channel 18, and I am delighted today to be able to introduce Rob Zapple, who is a guest director at the Cape Cod Theatre Company, Harwich Junior Theatre, and has been for many, many years. The reason we're here today, Rob, hello.
Hello, Dinah. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here on your show.
Great. The reason we're here today is to talk about his production of The Arkansas Bear by Orrin Harris, a wonderful, wonderful children's theater author whom Rob knows personally and has worked with for many years, both in the South, where he is currently located most of the time, and here at the Cape, because Orrin Harris was involved with the Harwich Junior Theatre for 30 years, you say?
Almost 30 years.
Yeah.
He was a playwright in residence here,
Yeah.
and we were so fortunate. Orrin, of course, is the most produced children's theater or theater for young audiences playwright in America. He's just amazing.
He has a huge following and huge name, and all children's theaters love to work with him, use his work. So Rob is going to be telling us about his production of The Arkansas Bear, which is coming up on July 25th.
That's right. We run open July 25th at 7 p.m. at the Cape Cod Theatre Company Harwich Junior Theatre facility there on the corner of Willow and Division Streets in West Harwich. And we're working on the outdoor theater. So the beautiful outdoors is there. It's a wonderful venue that seats about 125, 130 people. It's just magical out there.
Which is really relatively new to the theater, because it was put up, I believe, during the pandemic.
Yes, we ran into the situation. I've, of course, been involved with the theater on the board level, but also as a guest director for a number of years. And during the pandemic, it became clear that we could not have indoor theater. And so as my day job, or part of my day job, is design and build custom homes. And so I designed the outdoor theater.
You were the designer of that.
That's correct.
And, that's great.
And flew up early one year and gathered the forces and built the theater. So we had it, and it became a really critical venue for us at the Cape Cod Theatre Company, Harwich Junior Theatre, during the pandemic, because it allowed us to be able to continue to produce and bring wonderful entertainment for the entire town.
It was an excellent transition, and also it has proven to be a great thing even after the pandemic. If we can say the pandemic is over.
Yes, please.
Yes, it is in fact a wonderful amenity now for the theater to have that extra stage.
It is. I love it out there. It's just it's something really magical in the evening hours there, as the sun is setting, and you see the entertainment there, and the birds are there. It's magical is all I can say. So I'm delighted with it.
Well, that's great. So can you tell us a little bit about the Arkansas Bear?
Sure.
I know it is very, very well loved, and you did it 30 years ago here?
19 years ago in 2004.
19 years ago.
Yeah. And I did it. Yes, I know. In the blink of an eye, it feels like now. Yes, I did it in the summer of 2004. And before that, in 2003, in the spring, I did it in Wilmington, North Carolina, where we live as well. It just speaks to all levels, intergenerational, old, middle, and very young as well. It's a story that deals with a young girl, 13 years old, Tish, who is trying to understand the passing of her grandfather. And as a part of that, she runs away to her large tree that she kind of goes to for solace. And while she's there, she slips into a fantasy world where all of a sudden the world's greatest dancing bear comes in, who's also coming to the end of his career, and is trying to come with grips on how he can be remembered and how he can pass on the work of his life to someone else, and
to another dancing bear.
Yes, to a young dancing bear, and so he can pass on his dances. So Tish goes with him on that journey as they find through the help of the first star Bright, who on a wish brings a young bear who becomes the second greatest dancing bear, and he passes on his life's work onto the younger bear like that, and Tish sees that, and And in the end, she begins to see the connection between herself and her grandfather, that she is, as she says, a chip off the old block.
I see. And she can carry on his tradition.
And then there's a lesson in there about the circle of life, and this is how it works. You learn from those people in front of you, and you pass on to the next generation as well. So it's just a really wonderful message that's in there. And there's great interest, and the show plays on multiple levels. Depending on the age and where you are in your own personal journey down the river, as we call it.
The river of life.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes. So.
Okay.
And we play again. We start on July 25th, and we'll play till August 5th. And we play on Tuesdays through Saturdays, always at 7 p.m.
Okay.
At the outdoor theater at the.
And what in case of rain?
In case of rain, we would not hold the show that night. You can get your tickets, good for another
Kids
night
bump to
as
another
well.
night.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, good. Is there music?
Oh, lots of music. Not a whole lot of singing, but a lot of music and a whole bunch of dancing by the world's greatest dancing bear, of course. And the other characters. And there's a whole circus umbrella that is around the whole thing. The dancing bear works in a circus. So we have a circus atmosphere, I'll call it, and circus performers throughout the entire show as they come on.
Oh, so, what fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a tremendous amount of fun. Yeah. And
what are the ages of the performers?
I think our youngest is 7, and our oldest is 66, 67, somewhere in
spanning the range, of course, of the show and the whole purpose of the show.
Yes.
That's great. Great. Okay. So you generally are not here in the year during the year. You're down in North Carolina.
That's correct.
What is your work there?
Well, I wear multiple hats. Currently, I'm an elected official. I'm a county commissioner in New Hanover County, which is where Wilmington, North Carolina is. It's right on the coast of North Carolina in the southeastern portion, and it has a lot of similarities to Cape Cod, but we have a strong connection here. Our family grew up here. I've been coming to the Cape for the past 71 years, and we had a home here, and that the family has now passed on, and now my wife Michelle, who does the choreography for all my shows up here, we come up for 4 or 5 weeks every year as the theater's kind enough to bring me back as a guest director. This will be our 39th year of doing this. Occasionally I'll come up during the winter and do a winter show. I did a production of A Christmas Carol several years ago. And it's always a lot of fun. We have a great love for the entire Cape, and certainly for the Harwich area, and have developed many strong friends in not only the theatrical community, but throughout the entire town. So we make it a point to work into our schedules. My wife, Michelle, runs Carolina Gymnastics Academy in Wilmington. It's a large facility, about 700 kids a week. And she does a wonderful job. So it gives us a break from our work there in Wilmington to come up here and to be together, frankly, and during the day we're all going in multiple different directions. And here, we come up and rent a little cottage and do some, wonderful work up here. And we enjoy it a lot.
Right. And there are lots of memories built into your time here. And of course, HJT, Harwich Junior Theatre, AKA Cape Cod Theatre Company. Is an iconic place, and so many people treasure it. There are so many people who have wonderful memories of their work as children, and their work as adults, and their work as parents, and so forth. So it's been a wonderful piece of this community. So this production looks fabulous.
It is.
Thank you so much for coming in to talk to us about it.
Thank you again for the opportunity to.
Delighted to hear about it, and I'm sure people will want to go to it and see it for themselves.
Oh, yes, please do come. You'll love it. It's magical.
Okay. Thank you so much. This is Dinah Lane for Channel 18.